shouting amen.
Amen.
If you need some time, just say, hold up, prophet.
Hold up.
Amen. After you have it, signify by shouting amen. Amen. And as you're looking forward, give honor to my mother, Kimberly Merrill, who is not here. Amen.
Yes,
to
Lord.
my father.
Yes,
Amen.
Lord.
My stepdad, Kenneth Merrill. God bless you.
Yes, Lord.
Facebook Live, YouTube Live, whoever, wherever you are, God bless you.
Yes,
and I'm
Lord.
so glad you're tuned into this word. Now, I will warn you, fasten your seatbelt.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
The time is now.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Amen. John chapter 11, verse 1, and it reads, a man Lazarus was sick, and I'm reading from the NLT version.
Yes, Lord.
A man Lazarus was sick. He lived in Bethany with his sisters Mary and Martha. This is the Mary who later poured the expensive perfume on the Lord's feet and wiped them with her hair.
Yes,
Her
Lord.
brother Lazarus was sick.
Yes,
So
Lord.
his two sisters, they sent a message to Jesus telling him, Lord, your dear friend is very sick. Somebody turn to your neighbor and say, Lord, your dear friend is very sick.
Very sick.
But verse 4 reads, but when Jesus heard about it, he said Lazarus' sickness would not end in death. No, it happened for the glory of God. Say, Lord, my sickness is for your glory.
It's for your glory.
Somebody, she got excited right there. Lord, my sickness is for your glory and not unto death. So that the Son of God will receive the glory from this. Amen?
Amen.
You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. Amen. In chapter 11, we have two sisters, Mary and Martha, who had a brother named Lazarus. And at this time, in this specific passage of John, Lazarus was sick. And with his sickness, they said Lazarus was dead. And when they called on Jesus, they said, Jesus, Lord, your son is sick. And Jesus went to them and he said, if I was there at the time, the glory of God would not be fulfilled for his sickness. Sometimes in our life we want to rush God in this thing called life. And we want him to come right then, right now, and we want to microwave our blessings. We want to microwave our healing. We want to microwave our blessings. But God is coming to tell you today that if I was there at that time, your healing and your blessings would not fulfill the promise.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, Lord.
Time, Lazarus would not be asleep.
Come on, come
Later
on.
on down in the passage, it said that the people that were around him thought that he was asleep, but Jesus said he is dead.
Come on.
Finally, Jesus said to his disciples, let's go back to Judea.
Yes.
And then they turned around and said, Jesus, are you sure you want to go back there? For there they wanted to stone you. Jesus said, I ain't worried about them stoning me. I have to fulfill God's promise.
Yes.
The will of God.
Come on, Lord. Come on, Lord.
My son, who is quote unquote sick.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
And Jesus replied in verse 9, there are 12 hours of daylight each day. Now, I want you to catch on to this prophetic word that Jesus is telling his disciples. Notice here on earth there are 24 hours in the day, 12 day and 12 night. Jesus then says that during the day people walk safely, and it's because they have the light of this world. And then 12 hours, after the 12 hours of day, there's 12 hours of night. And Jesus said if they walk at night and their labor is at night, then they stumble because there's no light. labor during those 12 hours.
Well, come on. Make it plain.
Jesus is basically saying you have 12 hours to do your work. It is not that I'm worried about going back to Judea where they stoned me, but since there is light on the earth right now, since there is light in the day, I must fulfill the promise of God.
My God, my God, my God.
Then he said, our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but now I will go and wake him up. Many people would say that he was sleeping because sometimes when a flesh, we have family members that go out and they'll say, oh, this person is sick, come heal him, Jesus. Oh, this person is dealing with financial problems, help him, Jesus. But Jesus is simply saying he's not asleep, he's dead.
Hey. Well.
Why do you say that he's dead? Because I'm going to perform a miracle for him.
Yes.
Good God.
Yeah.
And then the disciples said, Lord, if he is sleeping, he will soon get better. Notice that when we get sick, we take Tylenol, we take Motrin, we go to the doctors, we take the COVID shots, we get this, and we tend to fall asleep so we can feel better. But Jesus is simply saying here that since he is asleep, he's not asleep, but he is dead. So he plainly told them that Lazarus is dead. And for the sakes, I'm glad I wasn't there, for now you will really believe. Now come, let's go see Lazarus.
Come on.
Yes,
Now
Lord.
Jesus simply told the disciples he is dead because he must perform a miracle for the sick. Now come and let's go. And then Thomas nicknamed the twin and said his fellow disciples, let's go too and die with Jesus. Some of us need to come to a place in our lives where we follow Jesus and we must die with Jesus. Therefore, we get in our flesh and we don't want to go with Jesus. We go the other way, which is not Jesus, and we die prematurely.
Jesus!
Come on.
Let's go and see this man called Lazarus so we can die with Jesus. Jesus is